For the first time in 60 years, the President of the United States has deployed armed National Guards to a civil rights protest. Only last time it was to protect the protesters, and this time, it's to stop them. That's only the latest in the series of escalations by Trump, starting with orchestrating a series of rights-violating raids by ICE agents throughout the LA area. This all started when immigrants who were following court orders went to their routine check-in appointments and were ambushed by ICE, who arrested them and took them to the detention center in downtown LA. People got upset when their friends and neighbors were being illegally detained and began to protest outside the detention center. As the protests got bigger and got more attention online, ICE agents began targeting and arresting people who were recording.
As soon as we start recording, that's when they start pointing the tear gas guns and they start shooting everything. Everything, everywhere. So we can't breathe, we can't see anything. She has her phone. One of the agents, I hear them. Go for the people with the phones.
Then Trump came back onto the scene, stoking the flames from 3,000 miles away at his private golf resort in New Jersey. He called the governor scum, the mayor worthless, and labeled the protesters rioters and looters. Then he showed his seriousness for the situation by attending a UFC fight, while his team labeled the protest an insurrection. Then, because it came from the White House, news outlets began reporting it as an insurrection. After the fight, Trump went back to his resort and watched Fox News, where they called it an insurrection. So he signed an executive order allowing his administration to deploy armed forces anywhere in the country indefinitely, wherever and whenever he deems necessary. He then used that order to send the National Guard to LA against the governor and mayor's wishes, because at that point the protests were already dying down, a fact that Trump pointed out when he congratulated the National Guard on calming the streets before they even got there. That, coupled with the fact that the National Guard has basically been sitting around doing nothing since they got there, highlights what an extreme overreaction sending them in really was. And this attempt to use a show of force to silence dissent could actually end up having the opposite effect, as the 50-51 movement is holding a mass No Kings protest on June 14th in LA, DC, and every major city across the country.